Why'd you get into real estate in the first place?
I paid a really big commission. I did. And I was like, what? This guy did this for this much? And I was like, I totally could do better than him. You know, that's what I thought. And I still think I do better than him.
That's crazy.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
gosh.
That's how you got into it.
Yeah.
I thought you were joking at
No, I'm
first.
serious. Because the thing is, like, I mean, I work really hard, right? I have a law degree, and then I work for lawyers, and you know, it's like it's still paycheck to paycheck, right? And I was like shocked when I like hired this agent, and I was like, "What? We're paying this guy $18,000 for what?" And we were doing our own open houses. I mean, we literally so. My husband has, you know, he works for the traffic control industry. So we literally directed traffic using the arrows and whatnot to our own open house. Oh my God. Yeah. Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
There you go.
I love that.
Yeah.
What was something that when you were getting into the industry that maybe you thought, like a misconception you had about the industry, like you thought, oh, this is going to be so easy, that you didn't realize was actually hard? What was something that like kind of surprised you about the industry?
Value. I mean, like, there's so many real estate agents, but none of them give value. You know, I hate to be that person that gives you a business card and says, hey, buy with me, and not have a conversation, not have anything. Like, that is really, really bad. And this industry is full of it.
What do you think is like the biggest mistake that realtors are making?
They always flocking to the shiny objects. That's what realtors are. That's the biggest mistake I see. You know, like a big, you know, name rolls into town, and they all sign up for the program, or they pay for like very expensive, you know, we're gonna check and see what's your rating, or I can't remember what it's called, like Rate My Business or whatever it is, and they literally pay, you know, tons of money for all these like miscellaneous things. I think that's the problem with realtors. Like, they just want it done for them, not put in the work, right? And they think that, oh, if I pay for this, it's just going to miraculously improve my business. That's the mistake.
So a realtor out there that maybe is kind of struggling, they're not sure what to do, they're chasing those shiny objects. What's the biggest piece of advice you'd give them?
Whew, that's tough. I think that they need to sit down and only focus on 3 things that's going to give them business. Figure out what is your super strength, and then use that, leverage that to basically get the maximum value of what you're gonna, like what you're good at, you know? So for example, you know, let's say I'm in the hockey family and I'm really good at, you know, a certain thing. And I will say, oh, you know what? I'm good at throwing parties. So I'm going to tell everybody, hey, let's do this. And we're going to have a big party, stuff like that. Like, just use your superpower to enhance your visibility, to enhance your presence, right? So that people know who you are, so that they can be like, oh, you know what? I really like Yvonne because like she's so genuine. And I love that, oh, she's doing this for us. And by the way, Yvonne sells real estate. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I think you do a really good job of leaving your mark in the world and leaving a good impression. Anybody who knows you is like, oh, I love Yvonne, right? Like anybody who knows you says that.
Thank
You always have
you.
food, right? You're always giving, you're always fun, you're always upbeat. And so I think you do a really good job of that. And I think more realtors need to be like that. I feel like you said, right? Some realtors are just like, here's my card. I sell real estate. You're like, okay, cool. They didn't build that lasting impression. And for realtors, do you think there's some power into joining a team, like joining your team and
Honestly,
learning from you?
100%. Joining a team is important, especially in this market. Because, you know, if you're not closing at least 10 to 16 deals a year, I was there. I literally was there. I thought, oh my gosh, I did 10 to 12 deals a year. I always, get over $100,000, right, in commission per year. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am good. I thought I knew everything, literally. And then when I started going to these big conventions, I realized I was at the bottom. That's just the beginning. And when you're on a team, you're going to basically take the highway instead of the country roads. The country roads can take you 3 hours to navigate, right? But if you take the superhighway, it's going to take you 1 hour. Seriously. And then, your team lead, is going to give you all the shortcuts that you don't have to think about. So I think that there's value in, it's kind of like there are multiple lenders in the world, right? If you are a builder's lender, you see so much more different scenarios. But when you are like a regular lender, you only do 4 deals a month. But as a builder's lender, you see 40 deals a month, right? Same thing as a real estate agent. If you're only doing maybe 1 deal every 2 to 3 months, you're not gonna learn. But if you see a lot more activity, then you're going to learn, and you're going to learn faster, and you're going to grow faster. That's what I see.
Yeah, you are who you surround yourself with, right? So if the realtors around you are only doing 10 deals, 8 deals a year, there's not much to aspire to. You can't really grow and learn. But if the people around you are doing a few deals a month, and that's causing some excitement in you, it's pushing you, right? You have a little bit more responsibility, and that's the power of joining a team.
Definitely. Yeah, I would say I definitely encourage people to join a team, especially if they haven't done at least 20 deals, at least. Yeah. Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about why realtors should collaborate with other realtors.
Cool.
And most agents who are realtors, they have a very scarcity mindset. They're afraid to share, right? And the way that we've been doing business, we literally give you the whole playbook. We give you so much that you're like, oh my God, I'm drinking from the hose. I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I want to do a podcast? Do I want to do this? Do I want to open house? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. But why do we do that? It's because we want you to pick the right tool that fits your personality. And then the moment that you figure it out and make it yours, you grow. And we grow. That's really what, this is all about. Doing all these events, all these masterminds. The key is to help others grow so that at the end of the day, we have fun and we grow, and it's no effort.
Perfect.